Welcome to episode 14 of the OVW Fan Zone Live. This is where fans talk back. My name is Jackman Oaks.
Good evening, guys. I'm Brian Hines. How you doing tonight?
Tonight's a very special night, Brian Hines. We're going to be reviewing a match live. We have a live watch-along with all of our people joining us live on YouTube and all the other various platforms tonight.
All
so
right.
that's going to be fun.
I have to interrupt you right here off the top. We just learned how to pronounce this, Brian. How is this gentleman's name or this person's name pronounced?
Ito Kozako.
Ito Kazako put in a $2 super chat before the episode even started. So we have to start immediately, even before we even explain the rule that we have to start with that.
Well, that gets that out of the way.
Yeah.
Super chats go to the top.
And we appreciate that. It's good to hear from you this evening.
Yes. Good. And speak for yourself. I've known how to pronounce it the entire time.
I apologize.
What else can we expect, Brian?
Expect the unexpected, kids. Jump into the OVW TV chat room. Tiny Brian is in the chat as the OVW Podcast and is looking for your questions and comments. Make sure you tag at OVW Podcast in the chat with your questions. And as Jackman previously stated and Ito Kozako pointed out first thing, super chats go right to the top.
Yeah, we'll be interrupted apparently no matter what time of the show it is or what we're talking about. We will be interrupted to address the super chat. All right, so we gotta, it's been slow around OVW land recently. We do have some news that we'll be able to talk about a little more next week. Can't really talk about it right now, but what we have so far is the same old story, Brian Hines.
Well, unfortunately, Davis Arena is still out of commission currently. We stopped in briefly over the weekend. But it's clear that they are renovating and putting in the work. We're just not quite ready yet. However, this weekend I did run into Jack Vaughn and his mustache is still majestic as ever, just in case anybody was worried. I wasn't, personally, but just in case you were.
So Davis Arena is still shuttered. We are missing our OVW superstars, our OVW weekly live television more and more as the weeks go by. They, of course, are re-showing some of the older pay-per-views, trying to lay the groundwork for us to pick up Easter eggs and really just a great way to recap the year in OVW thus far. And then on OVW Overdrive, they're showing the Revolution week by week, as we've mentioned a couple times here on this show.
Yeah, apparently the Revolution will be televised. And in addition to that, looking down here in the chat, it appears as though P.J. Jones Esquire has entered the chat and said, speaking of hearing, I can't hear a darn thing after hearing Brian singing this weekend. He's referring to you, Tiny Brian.
I'm aware.
I might have to take some legal action. I'm physically and emotionally hurt.
I mean, I'm not at all sorry. Deal with it, PJ. Come at me, bro. I'll get Charlie to give you a call.
Oh, well.
Because I have an amazing singing voice, I'll have you know.
Yeah, but do you have an amazing attorney? Because P.J. Jones seems to know his way around the legal system.
He may, but our guy's no slouch. I'm not too concerned.
Wait, we have a guy?
Sure, we have a guy.
It's not just you?
No, good Lord, no. Anyone who represents himself as a fool for a client, so.
Well, that's why I was asking you.
You sang?
I did sing.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean,
I got video.
Huh.
So there's evidence.
Really?
Yeah. But
I didn't know that.
I mean, clearly you're no Shalance as far as P.J. Jones is concerned. And
I'm
really,
like-
who else is?
No one really is another Shalance.
No,
We miss
Woman of
Shalance.
many talents.
we do.
So not a whole lot, not a whole lot to address really this week.
I have a thing we can talk about.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Have you guys ever heard of Dainty?
No.
I don't believe in the context that you think.
No,
but
probably
okay.
not. Dainty is actually a sport.
So I got some ideas, but go ahead.
So here's what you do, as far as I understand. You take a standard regulation broom.
Wait,
Like the wooden-handled broom.
is there like a broom league? Are there broom standards and practices?
I mean, I don't know. But you cut the bristles off, and you cut it down to you cut it down to like 10 inches, I think, the stick itself. And then you taper one end.
It sounds like you're making
down
a
to a
shiv.
point. Sort of, yes. And then you take the little bit that's left over on the broom, and then you taper both ends of that. And then you lay that on the ground, and the object of dainty is to use the tapered part of the broomstick to flip the other part up in the air and then hit it as you would like throw up a baseball and hit it with a baseball bat.
Okay.
The gimmick.
And what is this? Where do they do this?
They do this in Louisville, Kentucky, my friend.
You know what I think about these people in Louisville is sometimes they just they try so hard.
I believe this has been since the 19th century. This is a very old tradition. Here's the gimmick, though.
No, somebody played this thing one time, and then somebody in Louisville bought a building that they played it in, and now they're doing like city authentique with it. That's what it's just like everything else in Louisville, except for OVW, the finest standing tradition in Louisville, Kentucky.
Outside of the Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby even sometimes I think has like a real
it's
city
older.
authentique thing going with it because like it's
So is dainty a method of travel? Like, could your mother-in-law travel on one of these brooms?
No,
No?
it's a sport. It's like stickball. Think stickball, except instead of using a rock, you use a little piece of wood and you pop it up to yourself. The gimmick for dainty is you can't practice.
Wait,
You're trying to see who can hit it the furthest. They have a dainty competition once a year in Louisville. You can't practice beforehand. If you're caught practicing, you're out. You can't participate.
And who polices this?
I mean,
are
it's
there dainty police?
in the community in which this occurs, I bet there are.
The
but
police,
they probably
The
don't have
dainty
jurisdiction
police,
here in
they're
Fayette
in
County.
my
the
head.
police in Louisville have not known to be dainty in the past. Go ahead.
No, that is true. I would imagine this is a different group of folks who police dainty specifically. Anyway, so this festival happened recently this week. And as I was strolling through the Facebook feed, I stroll through it because it's on the ground for me. I have like one of those floor-based displays, and I just stroll through Facebook. I don't scroll. But as I was strolling through Facebook, I did see, and I was able to text Al and get a copy of this so we could show it here.
Okay.
Al Snow took a dainty shot this year.
I've known Al Snow for almost a year, and any shot I've ever seen him take was not dainty.
Yeah, that's like a Bailey's and Tequila Rose, right? A dainty.
It's one of those liqueurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, everybody take a look at Al Snow and just have a look at this and Al Snow taking this dainty shot.
Al Snow playing the apparently long-held tradition in Louisville, Kentucky of
It
dainty.
is in fact
That we're just now hearing of.
Yeah. These
Al
people in
Snow
Louisville,
thing,
man.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of coaching here from the former Property Value Association. Al stretching up, limbering up is important. We all know this. I do remember Al had a pretty good attempt last year. Have you been practicing, Al? This is a loaded question. Absolutely not. That's what we love to hear here in Schnitzelburg. He's setting up for his shot. Up, 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 up. You guys have read that poem, Casey Jones at Bat. He didn't like that one at all. Al Snow getting a little low, lining it up, ready to go. There it is! Hey! It's about 500% improvement over last year. Our most improved dignitary since last year. We're going to call that a solid 9 feet. If you guys haven't been out to Davis Arena, make sure you go pay these guys a visit. They are doing incredible things in Louisville. We're lucky to have them. And it would be worth mentioning their awesome show on Netflix. If you guys haven't seen it, Wrestlers, I highly recommend you check it out.
All right. So, let's comment on what we saw here. What were they hitting?
A stick.
No. They were whacking the stick.
They were
whacking things.
So
daintying.
What is the? It looks like about the size of a shuttlecock or something.
So, as I said, they took a broomstick and they cut it into two pieces, a long piece and a short piece. The short piece, which they taper the ends off, is what they're hitting, as I
Okay.
understand it.
Okay. That's the thing that flies through the air.
Yes, that's the thing that flies out, is just another little piece of the broomstick.
And this is a long-standing tradition.
This is apparently a long-standing tradition. There's a
Going
whole
back-
website about it.
Going back 15, 20 minutes.
All right, let's see some tour dates. Let's talk about some tour dates.
Well,
Al got a hit. I
all
thought it
right
was
then.
fun.
Good for you, Al. You got a hit. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, it would have been kind of embarrassing at this point, I guess. Being the kind of the most fully formed athlete. Al Snow wrestling. He's giant. He's bigger than he was. I feel like when he was back then. Be kind of embarrassing at this point if he didn't get a hit in Louisville's longest standing tradition.
Yeah, well, does that make him a Louisville Slugger?
That is actually a Louisville tradition I can get behind. One of the three.
All right. Well,
That and bars stand open till 4 a.m.
see, I don't know.
I
Nothing
won't
about
tell
that.
you what the third one is.
Okay, and I won't ask. Cheswick,
It's
Pennsylvania.
OVW.
You pulled my finger, or leg, I mean. Leg. You pulled my leg. Cheswick, Pennsylvania, August 10th. Cincinnati, Ohio, Friday night, August 16th. Make note. Warren, Ohio, August 17th. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, August 18th. OVW pay-per-view, OVW Fight Night at Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville, Kentucky, August 31st. Featuring Kevin Nash, Victoria, and the Boogeyman. Longport, Indiana, September 7th, 2024. That is a free outdoor show. And just added, Mom's Music Festival in Louisville, October 5th, 2024. I wonder if the people at Mom's know Pops.
We should get them together.
We should.
What's Pops? It's a local store here in Lexington. If
Love
you're-
that place.
If you're from out of town and you're looking for a great store. Mom's Music Festival?
It's just it's Mom's Music Store in Louisville. We haven't announced. We have another video for this as well. Al's been out and
Great.
about this week, so
Great.
Hey.
let's play the rock and wrestling.
Former WWE superstar and owner of OVW, Al Snow here. We're at Mom's Music, right here in the heart of Louisville, Kentucky, one of the biggest and largest music stores in the area, and we're proud to announce with the owners Jeff and Bob that we are going to be holding the first rock and wrestling show October 5th. Make sure you come out and check it out. It's going to be a blast. Am I not right, guys?
We're super excited to have these guys from the OVW in our parking lot. Rocking and wrestling just goes together like peanut butter and jelly. You got to come down and see it, see the athletes perform, see the bands get down and play some rock and roll. We're going to have vendors, food trucks, anything you possibly want, all for $20. October the 5th. Mom's Music.
Be there, be there.
Al really has been out and about this week. Sounds like a blast.
We're obviously going.
Yes,
$20. It's cheap at twice the price.
Yes, definitely $20. Mom's Music. That is again on October 5th. Especially be fun once it starts to cool down a little bit.
Yeah, that's the beginning of spooky season, too. Well, actually, it'll be the middle of spooky season, depending on what your celebratory schedule is.
I feel like Halloween starts October 1st.
I feel like Halloween starts in October.
Well,
Tomorrow is August 1st, so if you see Halloween stuff here around the studio, mind your business.
You gotta at least let the schools get back into session.
Yeah,
first.
School starts next week, kid.
No, it
Ain't got
doesn't.
time to waste. Yes, it
The
does.
college kids, dude.
They've got these poor high schoolers starting in the first week of August.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
sure do.
my
They-
son has been starting August 1st for like the past 3, 4, 5 years.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's horrific.
That's absolutely vile.
For those of
That's
you going
dainty.
back to school tomorrow, Blacklight Moon Productions would just like to apologize, and we are sorry that this is happening.
And they're starting them on a Thursday?
on a Thursday. I mean, that's when the first is a Thursday.
This is borderline illegal. It's illegal in some states.
Supercalifragilistic borderline illegal.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm writing in somewhere. Newspaper first, senator second.
Okay.
All the tickets, though, including the Mom's Wrestling Store event, the Rock and Wrestling event, those will be at OVWTIX as well?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure, since it is a little bit different to set up, but I can't think of a reason, unless you can, why they wouldn't also be available at OVWTIX.com.
Logic would make me think that they would be available there too, but I'm sure you could probably get them at Mom's Music or Mom's Record Store. And I have to mention right now that it pleases me to no end that I know of a store named Pops that sells records, and now I know of a store that sells Moms, or called Moms, an hour
Those
away
are
that also
illegal in
sells
this
records.
Commonwealth, sir. We don't know what's going on in Ohio, but you cannot sell moms in this Commonwealth, sir.
It's a whole different state of affairs up north, but that's beside the point. But
Yeah,
I digress.
Sure is. Whole different state of affairs in Louisville.
So we got a minute.
Okay.
Davis Arena's closed. We were talking about music stores, and we asked you both. You're both semi-musically inclined
Yes.
or musically reclined, depending on how many you've had. If I take you to Mom's Music and said, anything in here, one item, I'll put it on the company card.
Oh.
What are you getting? What's your one thing that you've always wanted to kind of play or try, or that you do and you want a specific one? What's your music? What's your rock dream? One thing.
So, what kind of music store is this? Is it a hey, let's go buy some records kind of store?
No,
or
this isn't a. This is like a musical instrument.
it's,
store.
oh, so it's a
shop.
gear store.
Yeah, so
Oh,
one drum kit, one guitar, one. Let's assume that Mom's has an infinite selection. Like if there's something exotic that maybe you've always wanted to try, let's assume they have it. What's your go-to?
Well, I mean, if you'd asked me last week, I might have said xylophone, but I took care of that one. That's a whole other story for another
take care
time.
of the xylophone.
But I mean, my kit's still in solid shape. I could use a new double bass pedal for starters, or maybe I could use an electronic kit, or at
Is there
least some
something
help
you've
with the
always
electronic
wanted
kit.
to try that you've not? Maybe you want to play bass.
I have a bass.
Oh, of
I
course
just
you
can't play it.
do. Oh,
It's not that hard.
Jackman.
So I guess I kind of have two, because I've at certain points in my life flirted with, when I had more money than I have now, buying a late 60s Fender Mustang guitar.
Nice.
Really kind of aggressive guitar, garage rock kind of guitar. Probably for your guys' frame of reference, Kurt Cobain was a big fan of it. But in modern day Jackman is like, I kind of want like a sweet drum pad, like a hip hop producer would have.
You're sitting next to a sweet drum pad.
No. I want a sample pad, not like, like I want like something that I can pre-program stuff into, not necessarily build entire like drum parts or fills or whatever with.
See, PJ Jones got the spirit of what I was going for here. He wants a didgeridoo.
A didgeridoo.
Yes.
Have I ever told?
I don't hate that idea.
Have you ever told the story about the one time that I was at a hippie festival that I did not belong to, and it was some of the worst music I've ever heard in my entire life. And a guy played dubstep on a didgeridoo. And I just like stood there and watched it and like wanted to melt my brain out because I couldn't comprehend how stupid it was.
Okay, Jackman is not a fan of the didgeridoo.
No, I'm a fan of the didgeridoo, but like it's just a snapshot in time to watch like a white guy with dreads with like 40 other hippies like playing like dubstep on a didgeridoo. Like it's just a very like I'm very ashamed to have to admit that I spent like a part of my life doing that, and
it was maybe 10 minutes.
and I was
Come on.
ashamed. I was ashamed while it was happening as well.
So what you're saying is, didgeridoo not try this at home?
I really feel like I just had a breakthrough, guys.
So didgeridoo is what you're saying.
While I contemplate, the life that I've lived, let's throw to commercial. My name is Jackman Oaks. This is the OVW Fan Zone Live.
I changed my vote. I'm going with theremin.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
I like a theremin.
I've always wanted a theremin.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
All right, so we will be back right after this.
Hey everybody, it's B. Hines with the OVW Podcast, and today, I guess you could say I am Hawaiian Hines because I am here with Island Girl TT. Thank you so much for coming to see us today. You were mentioning something about is this the official greeting of Hawaii?
Yes,
Okay, and it's called the shaka.
Yes.
Can you tell me how that started?
So,
Or the story behind it?
okay, so back in the day, during World War II times, there was a plantation worker called Kamana Kalili.
Yes.
Hamana Kalili. Yes, Hamana Kalili. Sorry. And the folktale is that he had his fingers actually chopped off doing his plantation work, and whenever he would wave to the kids, it was
Really?
this, or his 3 fingers, I'm sorry, not the 2, the 3 fingers. And whenever he would wave to the kids and do this, that they picked it up. And so it became the official, like,
So something just as casual as, people doing this, it's actually born from like a traumatic event.
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy because most times people think about Hawaii and relaxation,
Right.
minus the volcanoes and things, I'm
Right.
sure. What was your favorite part about your time in Hawaii?
Oh my gosh, all of it. I always tell people whenever I go back to visit, it's like being in a dream. It's its own world. And I love to go run on the beach and watch the sun come up and just feel like I'm just on the beach by myself.
Yeah.
It's so tranquil. I mean, it's amazing.
Was there anything that you didn't like?
I didn't like the commercial things that were happening on the island. I believe that it should have been a mom and pop shop place, somewhere you can go and not find the normal things that you find on the mainland.
Sure,
Yeah.
an escape.
Yes.
That's why people
Right.
go, because they don't want to be around all of their
Right.
ordinary
Right.
trappings.
Right, and it's really sad that social media is as popular as it was, because when you hashtag secret places in Hawaii, it's really bad. Like, don't do that.
They don't like
They
that.
don't
From
like
what
that.
I've heard, they
Yes.
do not like that at
Yeah,
all.
not at all.
I haven't really had a whole lot of friends who have spent a lot of time in Hawaii, but a very good friend of mine from the Twin Peaks community, John Neff, was a DJ out there for years and years, and the name of the station and the island he was on escapes me at this time, but
Okay.
whenever I think of Hawaii, I think of him because he was really into Hawaii. And actually, he passed away a couple of years ago, but a couple of days after that, I went to Goodwill and I found possibly my favorite Christmas shirt. And it's green, but it is a tribal Christmas tree.
Okay.
And it just says Malakaliki Maka. And then I can't remember what the actual words are, but it's "and Happy New Year"
Yes.
going up the side of the shirt. So whenever I think I wear that shirt, I think of him and I think of Hawaii and stuff. Do you have any favorite? Were there any different TV shows on the islands that we don't get here in the States?
No, I don't think so. But as far as the music goes, yes.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, a lot of
the
the
music
music,
is
yes.
very different. A lot of steel guitar, slack guitar.
Right.
Very tranquil and relaxing.
Yes.
I'll have to put some of that home on
Yeah.
when I get home.
There are a
after-
lot of remakes too. Like people over there, they do remake a lot of the songs that are popular over here in
In the local style?
In the local style, yes.
Really? Do you
Yes.
have one that you could recommend that's your favorite? that sticks out?
Despacito.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Gosh, there's so many. Take Me Home, Country Road. I think that one was remade.
There's also Over the Rainbow.
Over
too.
the
That's
Rainbow,
a
yes.
very famous
yes,
one. That,
yes.
I
Israel
like quite a bit.
Kamakavivola.
Yes. Yeah, that's
he
right.
was such a legend over there. So.
Do you have any TV shows or characters that are Hawaii related that are your favorites? I mean, we spoke earlier off camera about the the typical stuff. The Brady Bunch comes to Hawaii and they all get the lays,
Right.
and then they find the sacred statue that's
Right.
taboo and all that. But
I don't know. Like I was just riding in the car with one of my friends. We were traveling, and I introduced her to the Lilo and Stitch
Okay.
Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Oh.
She really was taken back by it because she's like, I've never really actually listened to the song, and I didn't know what it was about. So the Hawaiian roller coaster ride is actually you surfing on a wave. That's the
Really?
Hawaiian roller coaster ride. Yes.
I probably would have put that together after like the 50th time I heard it, but
Exactly,
right off the
exactly,
bat, it
yeah.
wouldn't have really like
She
stuck
didn't
with
really,
me.
yeah, she didn't really understand what it was about until like I explained it to her. So
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
The one person from my viewing history that always struck me was Dr. Lawrence Jacoby from Twin Peaks. Spent a lot of time in Hawaii and had a lot of colorful clothing and ties and suits and things. So that's always kind of intrigued me as well. But is there anything else that the OVW fans need to know about Hawaii, or anything that you have a special message for them?
Well, I just want you to know that people from Hawaii are always in a happy mood, and we're very positive, and we'd love to spread the aloha spirit. But if you come at us crossways, we're going to stand our ground.
Definitely. I don't doubt that for a minute. And believe me, I'm not going to cross you. After seeing you hit people with the wipeout, not a chance. Absolutely not. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Welcome back to the OVW Fan Zone Live, where fans talk back. My name is Jackman Oaks.
I'm Brian Hines.
So we just saw that for the first time, maybe since the day we recorded it. I feel like that was a long time ago.
It feels like forever ago.
That was the day we had Island Girl TT here in the studio. That's when we got the neckwear that we have up around our turned-off bar light this week.
That's right. The bar light is turned off, as is the necklace.
Indeed, they both light up
Yeah.
if you switch them on.
Yeah. We should have done that.
We thank her for coming by. It was a pleasure to talk with her, and I learned a lot of things about Hawaii that I didn't know before. I didn't get to ask about Spam, though, but we'll save that for another time.
Have you ever had Spam the Hawaiian way?
I have not.
There's a really great Hawaiian place here in town. We'll have to go one day. It's nice.
Really?
It's pretty cheap.
Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah,
That was my guess.
I'd eat it again.
I figured
Spam
I would too.
I
good.
have to confess that as much as I love the idea of Spam, I have never tried Spam.
You ever watch like the Pluto TV?
Nope.
You should. You'd love it. There's a lot of great stuff on there.
There really is.
But
I watch it all the time.
They will play Spam commercial on there, like Spam is a brand new product, and I never see it on any other broadcast other than on Pluto TV.
The place here in town, I'm pretty sure they panko breaded it, or some sort of like cut it into like squares and breaded it and then fried it, and it was.
Really?
PJ Jones says to throw it in the trash. Give it a chance, PJ. Open your mind.
I said I would have it again. I didn't say it was the greatest thing ever, but it was good. It was pretty good. All right, so we're gonna try something new here. We've tried this once before.
Well,
Wish us
we
luck.
were going to try it, and that was the disaster show when we turned into a film strip.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember that show.
I remember that show.
I don't remember that one very well.
You have a selective long-term memory, that's for sure.
Yeah, just ask. Never mind. The thing we're going to be trying out here is a watch along. We have access as part of doing this show on Wednesday nights to pretty much the entire Ohio Valley Wrestling Library. We're going to dig through
Which
it.
is very vast and extensive.
It is.
Going
to say
back
the
30
least.
years.
We're going to dig through it and bring you guys some of, some stuff that we enjoyed or some stuff that maybe you haven't seen before, some more iconic moments that you maybe have only ever heard about. We're gonna try to make this fun and cool and interesting. But this week we have a match from OVW Weekend episode 28. Brian Hines, tell us who's in this match.
So this is a women's tag match, and this is the Free Babes, which is Hollywood Haley J. and Miranda Gordy versus Judy Ray Hendricks and Katie Gannon.
Right. So Miranda Gordy, of course,
Being the daughter of
So-
Terry
Terry
Bam Bam Gordy.
yeah, legendary wrestler.
Before you guys get into this, Ed Payers, OVW CEO, has just joined the chat.
Oh, good
and
evening,
is,
Ed.
Is telegraphing that there will be a major announcement next week.
Well,
So
And,
we need a breaking news. Can I get you guys to go?
I'm willing to make the announcement right now. This is episode 14 is our last show.
We are being canceled.
And Ed is gonna come on live and fire us like Vince McMahon did Jeff Jarrett. No,
Well,
Ed,
hopefully not.
Ed,
was a good
seriously,
run.
thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes.
And we all are looking forward to whatever the announcement might be next week, however it may come. And thanks for announcing it here too. I appreciate that very
yeah, that's
much.
kind of a big deal, really.
All right, Malachi. Can we put the match
Or no,
on the
just
screen above them?
announcing that there will be an announcement next
There it
week.
is.
Not saying that you're going to come on here.
Look at that Davis Arena.
Oh, yes. This is are we seeing the same thing
They are currently
Presumably.
seeing it over your head. So
Oh.
look up. It's up there.
This is interesting.
Hey, wow.
So we will actually cut into the full thing as we go along and kind of cut back to having it just over your heads there.
Malachi, did you make sure all your tabs were closed before you pulled up the computer share?
We good?
Okay, all right.
All right, yay. We got
A
the thumbs
not
up.
exactly confident thumbs up,
Right.
but a thumbs up nonetheless.
Just wanted to make sure.
All right. So Malachi, if you would, kick us off.
3, 2, 1, play.
Hey,
We
look,
don't
I
have
saw
any
Lloyd
audio,
Thomas.
but I believe these are your.
That's definitely Katie Gannon.
That is Katie
Yep,
Gannon.
and that would make her Judy Ray Hendricks.
Yeah,
Right.
so
We've seen her in some Nightmare Rumbles, I believe.
yeah, Judy Ray Hendricks. They call her the Appalachian Dream.
Now you're
Appalachian.
just.
Yaw.
That is a pretty good sound for that, Brian. You know.
I know. I'm well aware.
So
I'm
making
picking
a
up what you're
strong
putting down.
entrance here. Does make me miss Davis Arena.
And what was the name of oh my gosh, Hollywood looks so young.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, these are the Free Babes.
Wow.
The fabulous Free Babes.
The
This has to be
fabulous
like
Free
4 years
Babes.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is the original broadcast date for this, Tiny Brian?
It's a good question. Hang on just a second. I will come up with an answer for you.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
I kind of like that Chiron with the corner like that, popping out like that. They don't do it like that now. I like it.
I don't think that's
So
really the
this
daughter
has
of
to
Jimi
be-
Hendrix.
Okay, so
PJ.
so these two, I could tell you around. This is shortly after Matt has come into the company, because there's these two goobers sitting on the front row. One of them's wearing the STD T-shirt, and they would go to every OVW show, whether it was at a car dealership or here at Davis Arena, and they were the most obnoxious two people I've ever seen in my life. I wanted to hit them in the nose every time they
So-
were at the wrestling event.
So they're friends of yours.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't know who it is.
Let me put it to you this way. Like, Shannon was like a very misogynistic heel at this time. And they liked the Shannon the Dude misogyny a little too much.
I see that.
Yeah, and they were just generally rude and under the guise. They're the worst kind of wrestling fans, really.
So this originally aired.
I hope they're watching. I know
Okay,
they're
good.
not.
December 5th, 2022.
Is that all?
Yep, this is when that was.
So this is
Man.
maybe 6 months before they started filming wrestlers?
Yep. Oh, power move by Katie there. No.
There's Daniel Spencer, referee Daniel Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Talked to him over the weekend.
All of the
Pretty good guy. Not Eric Cornish good, but still pretty good. What's up, Daniel?
the trappings of Hollywood are all like already kind of here.
Right. I'm pretty sure this is shortly after she was a valet for
Luscious Lawrence.
Yes. Who, if you look at them together, you go, oh, that's where those gimmicks both came from.
It was really, really, really good stuff when they were together. That was, well, I mean, after COVID, and things started opening back up, I went to a ton of those weekend shows, Saturday shows at Davis Arena. A lot of fun back then. Still a lot of fun. Shouldn't be so pensive, but. I do kind of like this Hendricks girl too, having not really seen a lot of her.
There's Lloyd Thomas of Lloyd Thomas Photography,
Holding it down in the corner.
like he always does.
See, it doesn't really look like Davis Arena has changed all too much. Well, it has now,
Yes.
but it up until recently kind of just looked like this, you know. It's kind of funny to see it like this after knowing it how it is now. Got Gordy going up with Katie.
No,
Big slam. Going
you're
for
not
the
going to get that
cover.
pin. No.
No.
Broken up by Judy Ray Hendricks. Hollywood steps in. She begs off. Daniel Spencer regains control. Terry Gordy with the back of the head to Katie.
We haven't seen
turnbuckle.
Katie in a while in OVW.
We have not. We have not.
No, we've seen her one-time partner,
Crystal?
Yeah, Crystal.
Crystal, as I like to call her.
Yes, well, she that's what good guy Eric Cornish calls her when she comes to the ring. So.
Well, then, if it's good enough for good guy Eric Cornish, it's good enough for this guy Brian Hines.
That's the era of the elbow logos, of the elbows logo.
Oh,
I kind of like the elbows logo, even though they don't really use it much anymore.
Looking out for familiar faces in the crowd too. Any chance I get the opportunity to.
It's like you guys are calling the arena. It's like and Davis Arena is full of people.
Well, it's I miss Davis Arena.
I do, and I miss the fans. That's why we do the fan zone, so we can keep in touch with everybody.
Hollywood kicks out. Looks like she goes for a stomach.
I wonder if we're going to see the ever-present Soccer Rocks. Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
I think this would predate the Soccer Rocks. Cover 1, 2.
I don't know.
Kick out. And that's Gordy, right? That just kicked out?
No. That's
No.
That's Miss Haley J.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Golly.
She's not quite as
up.
pink as she would be later on.
Dude, she will hit you with the Soccer Rocks.
She
if you don't
really
get it
will,
straight.
yeah.
She will straighten you right out.
Got the big tag, the hot tag. Laying waste.
Double axe handle.
Gotta love it. Gotta love a double axe handle. Oh. And
Oh.
spine on the pine.
1, 2.
High stacked, not enough. Daniel Spencer in there trying to keep some semblance of order.
Not really having it. Oh. Double team action from Gordy and Haley.
Super kick to the face. Oh. Glad she got her down safe on that one.
Yeah, that looked kind of dicey.
Oh.
Gordy gets the pin over Katie.
Yep.
The Free Babes take the win.
Power slam, high stack, 1, 2, 3. That's how it goes. And Haley finding that camera, immediately going straight for the center of the ring.
Well, I mean, she's a professional even then.
Yeah.
No, it's all of the
Look at those overhead lights.
all of the
That's an ad we don't want to show.
Oh.
I think we're done with
That's,
that.
let's
I
before
mean,
they throw a
you better
before they throw
take
a
that off,
logo
or
up,
else
yeah.
PJ Jones is going to throw some legal action at
We're
us.
out. Nobody, it's gone.
Okay.
You guys may see it, but nobody else.
PJ Jones saying that he definitely did not envy the super kick at the end of the match, saying he knows what it feels like to be kicked in the face by Hollywood.
Somehow I'm not surprised that PJ Jones would know what that sensation would be like. Maybe it's just me.
PJ and Shalance and that was all going on when we first started covering OVW this time last year.
Yeah. Can you believe it's been almost a year?
I mean, we need to have our. I guess at some point soon we got to have our 1-year anniversary party.
We should.
We should have some cake and some ice cream.
And maybe we should, maybe we
cake
could go
last-
somewhere. Maybe you could take us somewhere for our birthday, and we could do a birthday show.
Can we go to Drake's?
I don't think. Well, I bet they have. I don't know if they let us film there. Maybe
Can we
I'll
go
take.
to Longhorn?
I bet there are places that would let us.
You're just wanting to go places where you like the food. You're just
Well,
looking for.
I don't eat that.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we did a show from Villainous.
I would like to go to Shoney's.
Well, that's going to be hard.
Okay, that makes one of us.
I don't know where that is anymore. They're all gone.
I would like to do a show from...
Even Scott Steiner Shoney's shut down. Isn't that sad? He owned a Shoney's franchise in Georgia and it shut down.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
COVID, pandemic.
well, that'll do it.
Among all the other horrible things that happen, we can't even have Scott Steiner Shoney's.
PJ suggests we should eat some Spam for our birthday.
As a lifelong Monty Python fan, I don't like Spam! Actually, I might like Spam. It's probably in my wheelhouse to enjoy Spam as a food.
You do like pork products.
I do quite a bit. I'm a fan of the bacons and the sausages and the hams. City ham and country ham. I don't discriminate.
I was gonna say, please tell me you're about to say country.
PJ says the Scott Steiner Shoney's had a 33 1/3% chance of surviving.
And then you take COVID's 100% chance of winning, and you already know you can't beat COVID. All right, what are we doing? We got another commercial break, right?
I thought we were doing a Scott Steiner impersonation.
I don't have a very good Scott Steiner impersonation.
I don't have a chainmail hood, and biceps the size of your head.
They do call you Big Papa Pump, though.
Yeah, but that's for different reasons, obviously.
I bought Malachi's mom a chainmail tiara once at the
Renaissance Festival?
no, but at Medieval Times, the tournament restaurant thing.
Oh, where you can watch horses and eat with your hands at the same time.
It's fun. I'm sorry. It was great. It was 25 years ago.
I heard
but
it's
was
pretty
fun.
easy to get kicked out of Medieval Times. Is that true?
I
Would you
didn't
like
get
to
kicked
find out?
Not right now. I don't even know how to get there. All right, so
Let's get on your horse and
when
go.
we come back,
How
we'll
to
do
get
some
there.
OVW trivia. Stay tuned.
If Allison lives, I'll let old Reynolds' boys go free.
If you marry him, you're no longer a real McCoy.
See the authentic sights of the world's most famous feud. Plan your Hatfields and McCoy's historic driving tour with us today.
Visit tourpikecounty.com for details.
A love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow. The wrestling brand.
I'm Alex, and I'm in the OVW Fan Zone.
I'm Ellie, and I'm in the OVW Live Fan Zone.
Dream a reality and attend the world-famous Harvard of Pro Wrestling. The OVW Academy with Al Snow, the birthplace of legends including Batista, John Cena, Randy Orton, The Miz, and many more. Will you be the next name added to that impressive list? Visit OVWacademy.com and apply now.
I'm Allison. We're from Country Boy, and we're in the OVW Fan Zone.
I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude. Without you, there is no OVW. Without your passion, your energy, your unwavering support, there is no us. There's no talent, no production. Without you, there's no OVW. Thank you for being the driving force behind everything we do. The unsung heroes of our saga. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, OVW fans. We can't do it without you.
I'm Lena Feist, and I'm in the OVW Fan Zone.